Hey, how you doing?
How are you, dude?
Hey, Phil, I'm great.
Good. Thank you for taking the time out to speak to us. You are in London at the minute, right?
I am in London at this very second. I'm in Soho.
And how are you finding... Oh, so just down the road from us here at Leicester Square right now. How are you finding the Brit hospitality? Are we treating you well?
Britain always treats me incredibly well. I fell in love with this city many, many years ago, and it's been a long and passionate romance.
I want to kind of kick off by talking about your new single, Up in the Air, which is out now.
Sure.
I mean, you must get asked about this all the time, but I have to say I'm curious. You sent it into space, didn't you?
We did. We just sent the song into space. 2 weeks ago, we put it on a rocket at NASA at Cape Canaveral in Florida. It was a SpaceX rocket that had contained the Dragon capsule, which held 5,000 pounds of scientific gear, and a CD with a song of 30 Seconds to Mars.
I like that you're thinking big on this, Jared, because my thing with this would have been up in the air. We could kind of send it in a hot air balloon or maybe a plane if we want to be adventurous, but you kind of just went, no, a spaceship into actual space.
Well, yeah, I love that they let us do it. It was incredible. I never thought in a million years that we would be able to pull this off, and it's a good example that you can make the impossible possible.
What was it that was special? Obviously, I imagine when you have a whole album that you've worked for a long time on, that you must love every song on there, really. What was it about Up in the Air that was kind of so special you wanted to get it out there?
Up in the Air was the right first choice because it was, in our opinion, the song that starts the conversation. It's got a lot of energy. It's really immediate. My brother played some incredible drums on the song, really percussive, really engaging. But I think that, lyrically and musically, it represents a new direction for us. So, it seemed like the right choice.
And it gave you a good opportunity to get involved with the space shuttle, which is quite cool. You're talking about This Is War, your last album, and you guys, I'll tell you what I found interesting that I didn't realise. You toured that album for 2 years straight, didn't you?
Yeah, 2 years and 3 months, played about 311 shows, and broke the Guinness World Record for the longest tour ever.
Yeah, not only that, I have some pop facts in front of me. You played 311 shows in 60 countries, on 6 continents, to 3 million people. And you broke the Guinness World Record for most shows played live during a single album cycle. You must be pretty smug.
It sounds... It sounds ridiculous. We didn't try to do that. I think we struggled for so many years that when we finally had the opportunities to play in all these incredible places around the world, it was hard to say no. So we just kept playing, and we were having fun doing it. But we certainly will never tour like that again.
Because you actually recorded the new album in across the world, wasn't it? So it wasn't just in one place. You didn't just sit down in a studio for a set period of time. Some of it was in India, some of it was in Europe. Was that just to match your touring schedule, or did you just feel like you wanted to branch out a little bit in the recording process?
It started that way. I started recording in 2011 in April while we were still on the road. We finished up in December. But I started writing and recording early because I didn't want to get off the road and have this burden and the pressure of having to deliver. So by the time I was off the road, I had about 14 songs. I ended up writing and recording about 70 songs all over the world, from Berlin to London to India and beyond. I think I wrote the beginnings of Up in the Air in a place called Schladming, Austria.
Schladming?
Schladming.
Did you... I've never heard of Schladming.
Well,
you're going to now have, you've just done for Schladlin's profile, you're going to have all of your fans, frantically Googling it to find out more about it.
It was interesting. It was the last show of our European tour, and actually they gave us a proclamation, the city did. And instead of they give you a key to, they generally do this, it doesn't happen to us very often, but they didn't give us a key to the city. They gave us a really thick wool jacket that went down to our knees because it was so freezing cold there. So we got the jacket of Schladming.
The jacket of Schladming sounds like something that an ancient warrior would wear. It sounds very intense and way cooler than a key.
It's better than getting the Merkin of Schladming.
You don't want the brogues of Schladming.
The Merkin of Schladming sounds like a movie that I should search for on...
In your own personal time, when you've got some hours to kill in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Now, you are playing Download Festival this year. Let's talk a little bit about that, because that's quite exciting.
Yeah. Can't wait. It's going to be good. We've played before, and the shows have been insane. And we're very much looking forward to it. That's going to be the first show that we'll play in the UK, and the first time that we'll play new material in the UK. So a big one for us.
Now, I did a telly thing at Download Festival last year, and I would say it, like, unlike any other festival I've been to, and it's not just because it's a rock festival, like more than a lot of rock festivals I've been to, it's a field full of people that have come together to enjoy music, and I've never seen so many people kind of kicking the hell out of each other, but having such an amazing time and being so passionate about the bands that they're seeing. So it must be quite an exciting thing to be playing Download.
It is a gentle, loving, but violent dance. That is for sure. There's a tribe that comes together. But Download has one of the best audiences in the entire world. They are music lovers to the core. And, we have seen and been a part of phenomenal shows at Download. I think it was the last time we played there. We played and then we ran over to see Rage Against the Machine play. And it was great, It was, and it's an honor to be back, to be asked to come back, and we've played some incredible shows there already, so we can't wait for the next one.
Now, we touched briefly on your fans earlier on, and I mean, I think it's probably safe to say that your fans are into you. They're like an army, aren't they?
They really are. It's an incredibly committed and passionate group of people around the world.
No, I did a thing on my Twitter where I said that I was going to be speaking to you today, and I asked if there was anything that anyone wanted to ask. Now, you are considered, let's not beat around the bush, to be quite the hottie, and therefore, as expected, a lot of the questions that people asked me to ask went along the lines of, will you marry me? Will you go for a drink with me? And one of the questions that I liked, and it's a bit of a cliched one, but it was from Lily, and she said please and put a smiley face, and therefore I've picked hers. She wants to know what the weirdest thing you've ever been sent is. Now, I imagine you've been sent some very weird things. Do bear in mind we're on the radio.
I did get someone cut their ear off once and sent it to me. That was very bizarre.
No!
Yeah, it was very strange.
A whole ear?
Yeah.
Not just like a lobe, the full...
It was a Van Gogh move. Very, very, very strange. And the note just said, "Are you listening?" I never know who it was. I don't know who's missing their ear out there, but it's...
Not listening, I'm calling security.
Poked a hole in it, and sometimes it wears it as a necklace. But beyond that, we have been sent a lot of very bizarre things and really wonderful things too. The Echelon, as they are called, are big gift givers, and going to a show is kind of like visiting Japan. You expect gifts upon your arrival. So we've gotten all kinds of wonderful things.
You see, if I'm to me now, I'm just thinking all the really diehard 30 Seconds to Mars fans are going to be like, oh man, they sent him an ear, right? Leg. They'll be trying to top it.
Just don't put your entire body in a case and send it to me.
Yeah, I mean, nothing says love like chocolates or flowers, does it? I think
exactly.
That's the thing to bear in mind.
Okay.
Mate, thank you so much for coming on the show. We love you here at XFM, and we're very much looking forward to seeing you perform Download Festival.
Appreciate it, and please, to the rest of the guys over at XFM, just send my love and the thanks from the band.
Big time, I absolutely will do. Dude, we can't wait to see you at Download. Thank you very much for taking the time out. Enjoy London.
See you soon, bye.